Let's get this thing started. All right, what's going on, man? We here. Let's get this thing started right now. And let me let the Graham know that we're live right now, and then we're going to be really good to go. How y'all doing, man? We here. Another episode of Tariq Radio on this beautiful Sunday evening. Let me turn my volume down here, let everybody pile on in the room. How's everybody doing this weekend, man? It's Memorial Day, right? Memorial Day weekend? All right. Once I let the Graham know that we're live, got that. Bam, bam. Yo, give me 2 seconds. And then it's all gravy. Bam, bam, bam. There it is. All right, man. What's up, man? We're here. All right. We up in here tonight, man. What's going on, family? Everybody, welcome to the broadcast. I need y'all to hit that thumbs up button. Hit that thumbs up button, ladies and gentlemen. While you come on in the room, hit that thumbs up button, ladies and gentlemen. Everybody hit that thumbs up button. You dig? I hope everybody's having a great week. Oh, there's so many things that we have to talk about. Yes, I'm on time. I'm pretty much on time tonight. Yeah, what's up, Rocky Fresh? I see you, player. Shout out to all my Atlanta people. I'll be in Atlanta in a couple of days. I got a little business to take care of down in Atlanta. So all my Atlanta folks, holla, holla, holla. I'll be in Atlanta. Yo, let me know what's popping down there, what's going on in some of the corona safe zones. But shout out to the Atlanta family. I will be down there in a couple of days. Oh, man, there's so much stuff we got to talk about. I don't know where to start. With today's topic, family, let's just jump right into it while everybody's piling on in the room. We're talking about bed wench woes. We're talking about bed wench woes. That's what we're going to be talking about. Now, since people are talking about Doja Rat, let me touch on Doja Rat very quickly because a lot of people have been asking me about Doja Rat. Doja Rat is this non-foundational Black American woman from a multiracial, multi-ethnic background. Her mother's white and her father's a Black South African brother. Okay, and from what I understand, it was an estranged father. She never really met her father, from what I understand. So she's one of these tragic mulattoes who people have peeped her on some of these alt-right type of sites and message boards, kind of being buddy-buddy and kakan and kikiing with a lot of the alt-right types. And, you know, she's been allegedly doing a little bed wenching. And people are starting to call her out. Now, for those who don't know, Doja Cat, I say Doja Rat. She's an R&B artist. I say R&B because when our album, the Mink Slide album, is on the charts, our album was like right around hers. We're like going up and down. Our album would go a few notches before hers, and hers would go a few notches before us on the R&B charts. And I was always confused, like, how in the fuck is what she doing R&B? So, and I'm saying R&B in quotes. She's really a pop person, but they put her shit on the R&B charts for whatever reason. Well, I do know. It's not real R&B. It's not. And this is the thing. You know, you got these people who don't respect Black people or Black culture, who are peripheral Black people, and then they put these people on our charts, and they're supposed to be our representatives. But again, this woman is a non-foundational Black American. We've been saying this about some of these people from these non-foundational backgrounds. They have a lot of contempt for foundational Black Americans for several reasons. One reason is this woman, again, doesn't mean anything for her to throw us under the bus because in her mind, well, she's not one of us. See, these tragic mulattoes live in these little psychological islands among themselves where they try to mind fuck themselves into believing that they're somehow different, which we're all under the same thumb of white supremacy. But unfortunately, in their minds, these people are so desperate to show that they're not like us, they will get around the white supremacists and just be willing to do whatever bidding they need, even if the white supremacists don't really want to do anything with them. So these are these slave play type niggas, these race play niggas. They love being around white zaddy who's calling them all types of nigga bitches, and you know, they like that. There's a self-deprecating energy in them that they got from their white mothers. That white mama of hers probably told her all types of shit about the black dad. Oh, it was a mistake. I made a mistake with your nigger father. You know, she probably told her some shit like that. And, well, you're not really black. You're biracial. You're multiracial, you know. Which she's just a light-skinned black person in the system of white supremacy. There is no light-skinned multiracial community in America. Let's be very clear. Now, people can play that bullshit game in the Caribbean and certain parts of Africa where I've been over there and I've seen there's communities of the blacks, the whites over here, and then they got the coloreds over here. They got all these little bullshit caste systems that the white supremacists will incentivize to keep that buffer class going. That's in Africa, that's in the Caribbean. We don't have that here. We don't have a buffer class caste system based on color. We don't have it in America. This is why we've been so thorough and repeatedly, continuously going after systematic white supremacy, because we are not under any illusions. Yes, in South Africa, they got the blacks and they got the classification, the coloreds. It's some real heavy shit. So you got a motherfucker who's my color talking about, well, I'm not black, I am colored over in South Africa. Yeah? Yeah, they got that. It's real heavy. Yeah, and she's one of them weird chicks. There's a lot of these little weird, there's a lot of these little weirdo ass chicks out here now. These women who are into that cosplay. I've talked about that before. Not these women and these niggas too. A lot of these goofy little old niggas be off into that goofy shit. But they hang around these white supremacists. A lot of these nigga nerds be hanging around them. They don't mind being the butt of the joke. They don't mind being the token Negro that's being made fun of. You know, they get to chime in on the nigga jokes. So they try to project their low self-esteem on us. But we don't really fuck with them like that. We can see they ain't got no swag. They're weird. They're awkward. And, you know, black society don't really fuck with them. So this Doja chick, she's just like a lot of these tragic mulattoes. Yeah, a lot of them gamers are like that. So she's one of these tragic mulattoes who has been told that by her white mother that she's different from all the other darkies. No telling what that mother told her. That mother probably said, your dad, you know, I was in college. I got drunk and fucked a nigger. So Doja, this woman is probably growing up harboring not only vitriol towards that black father, but just black society in general, because she was almost white. You dig? I was almost white if it weren't for those niggas. I was this close to being white. And she now wants to hang around the alt-right, hang around some of these white supremacists, and try to join in with the nigger bashing so that they can get the attention off her. She wants to show that she can be an honorary white supremacist. She looks white, but she ain't. And that's why white folks don't let her in. That's what y'all don't understand. When y'all say, well, she kind of looks white, no. White society knows she's not white. See, we live under a system of white supremacy, not what niggas hope for supremacy. See, we live in a white supremacist culture globally. Y'all be on some, well, it should be like that. It should. No, 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 no. Y'all don't understand how these white supremacists think. Yeah? Y'all do not understand how they think. They know your ass is black. We think, especially in places like the Caribbean, in Africa, you being a light-skinned, almost white person, that means something there to a certain degree because you will get more benefits and privileges as a group in those countries because they've been incentivized. Okay? Over here, that shit don't mean nothing. It don't mean anything. Because the white supremacists here, they're hypersensitive about their feelings of inferiority. See, white supremacy is based on inferiority. Yeah? So, in the Caribbean, they made little deals with the darkies and the coloreds, the lighter ones. They made little deals. They're like, okay, those dark niggas, we're gonna really keep the foot on you, and we'll elevate some of those mulattoes so that you darkies will have a buffer class to go through. So in the Caribbean, there's all types of different color castes in the Caribbean. Okay? We don't really get that. But in the Caribbean, there are a bunch of different color castes over there. And when you go there, you'll see the very dark-skinned people, running around in the street, the working people, and then the merchant class are usually the lighter, mixed people, or mixed with East Indian. There's something else, that merchant class. And, the people who really own the big property, these are the white people, the British, and all these folks. Yeah? Over here, they didn't play that game. The white supremacists didn't play that game whatsoever. They were like, nigga, what are you? Well, I'm half this, and I'm mixed with a little Creole, and I'm mixed with a little French, and I'm 80% French, actually, and I got like 2% Negro in me. What motherfucker you black? One drop rule for you niggas. We're going to make it real simple. We ain't playing that Creole, mulatto, octoroon bullshit. Nigga, one fucking drop. Yo black ass is black. Get over there with all the other niggas. Yeah? That's why cake soap is so heavy over there in the Caribbean and parts of Africa. They be cake soaping their ass off. Yeah? So, with a Doja Cat type of chick, she wants to be a white supremacist because she was almost white. And she has all the vitriol, the hatred, almost the look of the white supremacist. She almost has the look. And in the right lighting, she can get the look. But because that woman is Negra, she doesn't get the benefits of it. That's the thing. She don't get the benefits of white supremacy. So she has to cosplay white supremacy to kind of feel the benefits in her mind. But she doesn't get the benefits from that. Yeah? Now, a lot of black people have supported her. See, the only benefits she gets is from black folks elevating her punk ass. Just like with Amber Rose. Remember, now Amber Rose goes around now owning up to being black. Now Amber Rose kind of claims her blackness because white folks generally don't fuck with Amber Rose. So Amber Rose thought, she was going to use black people as some kind of springboard, and then she would kind of cross over, do the Karuchi thing, because Karuchi has kind of crossed over a little bit, springboarding off Negroes. And Amber Rose thought she was going to do that, but Amber Rose has only been elevated by black society. But remember, she claims blackness now because we're drawing lines in the sand as far as black people. We're like, okay, whoever's on the bullshit, whoever ain't with us, we're going to put you over there in the goofy corner. So Amber Rose claims her blackness now, but remember, a few years ago, Amber Rose was not claiming black. We got that video of her, remember? I used to play all the time when she was on Hot 97, and Rosenberg was asking her about her background, and boy, are you black? Oh, no, I'm not a black woman. Nope, no, I'm not, absolutely not. No. She almost sounded offended. You understand? A lot of these Negroes who are mixed and from these other places, they were on that shit about a decade ago. A lot of these folks who try to act as the spokespersons for black society now, remember, just a little decade ago, them were the same niggas who would sit up and say, well, I'm not black, I'm Trinidadian. I'm not black, I'm Cape Verdean. I'm not black, I'm this. They would go out of their way. And I'm talking about jet black. We ain't even just talking about the light-skinned Amber Roses. I'm talking about black-ass Jamaicans were running around here talking about they ain't black, I'm Taino Indian. You understand? A lot of Negroes were on that shit. But then they realized, okay, if I want to get some of these little tangibles and benefits, they started to figure out, and white society started to incentivize some of those foreign Negroes and tell them, hey, wait a minute, look, we could use some of you guys to do the same shit y'all were doing in the Caribbean, acting as the buffer class, fucking up and undermining everybody over there. Let's have a couple of y'all do that over here. Let's have a couple of you doing it over here. So what we'll do, claim your blackness. Now, we know you hate these foundational black Americans. We know you hate them, but we'll let you be the representatives of blackness because we know you ain't gonna do shit to us. We know how much your black asses love us. So claim blackness so we can give you some of these little grants and loans and student visas and all that shit. So that's what they started doing. When they saw that the white supremacists, especially the Democrats, and I won't even say the Democrats, the Republicans too, when they started to incentivize these niggas, when they started to incentivize them, then they started owning up to their blackness. As I'm black. Just like that Negro who was trying to talk about reparations, that little moist coon who was at that little reparations farce that they had on Capitol Hill. That nigga, there was a video of him saying, hey, look, I'm Puerto Rican, but I realize if I claim black, I can get shit. I can get all types of money. He admitted it. This dude admitted this. Yeah? They're like $5 Indians. They are. They're like, Coleman Cruz, that fuck nigga. They're like the new $5 Indians. They realize, wait a minute, we need to cut all that, I'm Trinidadian. Let's cut all that out. Because really, once we get here, that don't mean anything no more. You understand? See, they realized all that, that was some little psychological massaging that they would do for themselves, but they weren't getting nothing out of it. Coming over here, oh, no, I'm not a Negro, I'm Ghanaian. And they realized, okay, well, shit, I'm not really getting nothing out of it. And not only that, I'm alienating myself so I can't hide. So I'm making myself a target by distancing myself from every black person. And when the goodies come in, I'm not going to be able to get the goodies. So let me change my shit up a little bit. Let me change it up a little bit and start claiming this blackness thing. Yeah? So it's a real heavy thing. So with that Doja Cat, it's just another case of that. This woman, oh yeah, the Cash App, by the way, the Melanoid Ministries, hit the Cash App, KingFlex818. Shout out to everybody hitting the Cash App, KingFlex818. And again, with that Doja Rat woman, this is just like mulatto wannabe Wench, because she's a mulatto, a damn near white, she really has to campaign hard for white daddy. Because see, when the white supremacists, when they go black, and white supremacists, all those white supremacists, they love a little black snatch. They love a little black tail. But the thing is, when they go black, they go for real black. They don't really, for the most part, they ain't trying to get the mulattoes. They like to go real black. The white supremacists, when they go black, they don't like the high yellows. Yeah? They don't really like the high yellows too much. They'll take a few, But they know how the low self-esteem the high yellows are. A lot of them are so desperate to get some whiteness going on, but they like to go real black. So she has to really sell herself to white zaddy. Her boyfriend is white. Yeah. Not surprising. But this is the thing, because again, the topic, we're talking about bed wench woes, see? And now this Doja Rat, she's going to be apologizing pretty soon. I mean, she's going to have the bed wench woes. Family, the bed wench woes are real heavy right now. A lot of bed wenches are on alert. A lot of bed wenches are on alert right now because we're in a very pivotal time. Everybody hit that thumbs up button. I've seen a few articles, and I'm going to share them with you shortly. There's been a few articles that have come out in the past week of a lot of bed wenches complaining and afraid and concerned about their relationships with their zaddies because of all the stuff that's going on. One article in particular I'm going to read in a second. But, let's start. Let me show you the article. I'll show you the article. Okay, let me just show you now. Okay? Whoop. All right. Let me get my screen together. Hold on. Okay. Hey, when my shit ain't acting right. There we go. All right. So this article came out. This was on Yahoo News. And they have a Justice for Ahmaud sign right here. And it says, I love my white boyfriend, but there's one thing I can never understand. Okay? Girl, I just need to say this out loud. I'm part of a group that meets every week. 4 of us in the group are black women in relationships with white men. So it's a little bed wench posse they got. After the details of the March killing by police in Louisville of Breonna Taylor in her home in a botched raid, were brought to light last week. We held a kind of emergency meeting. We needed to talk about our grief, anger, and despair. And we need to ask some questions that we wouldn't feel entirely safe posing in any other place. When black people are killed in incidents like this, how can we be angry or afraid of white people when the men we love are white people? How can we properly mourn the loss of a black person who lost their life or their freedom while sitting next to someone who can never know that deep-seated grief or that fear? How can we share these feelings with our men without alienating them, without them feeling like they need to fix or change anything for us? So these bed wenches, family, these funky, musty fucking bed wenches are sitting up here talking about, well, we want to talk about us getting killed, but how can we do it without upsetting Zaddy? Now you see why I don't give a fuck about these damn bed wenches. They're sitting up here not wanting to offend Zaddy. Now y'all know why I have zero respect, zero filter about these funky, musty fucking bed wenches. These bed wenches are the enemy. I've been telling people for over a decade that these bed wenches are so dangerous. They are the weakest link. And let me tell you something. This is the dilemma that the bed wenches are having. And they want somebody to feel sorry for them. That's the killing thing. They sit up here and want some goddamn sympathy because you don't know how to really grieve with your zaddy in the house because zaddy don't give a shit. Zaddy don't give a damn. That's what they're really trying to say, but they don't want to say it to offend Zaddy. What they're trying to say is their Zaddy don't give a fuck. That's what it is. So now they're having these little secret meetings because they know that they're in danger too. These bed wenches know that the clock is ticking on their ass. I done told you about how these bed wenches get around these killer ass zaddies. These white zaddies be killing their ass because they ain't trying to pass no resources or no tangibles down to them. These bed wenches think they gonna lay up and have some kids or whatever, and then you end up dead. Zaddy ain't trying to pass nothing down to your ass. Every week there's a case of a white man killing his bed wench. And I'm not saying that to minimize the dead. Look at this case right here. This happened this week. Let me show you another case just to prove my point. It's actor, hold on, where's his face? Where's this guy's picture? Hold on. What's this guy's name? Hagan Mills kills himself in Kentucky after shooting the mother of his 4-year-old child, just days after he was released from jail for rape, kidnap, and sodomy. Okay, so this white man killed him. What did he do? He killed himself. He killed his baby mom. That's her right here. You dig? He killed her. Then he killed himself. All right? And he just raped somebody. So that's him and his mulatress. Okay? Family, y'all really don't understand how white supremacy is a religion. White supremacy is a religion. Y'all don't know how sick and deep this shit is with these white supremacists. I keep telling you over and over. This keeps happening over and over and over again. These white supremacists will kill their bedwenches because they're not trying to pass down resources to them. You're not going to get none of my little residual checks, none of my generational wealth. You're not going to get it. I'm not going to use my life to fund niggers. You understand? See, that's how they think. See, somebody in the room where she's mulatto, it don't matter. She's still dead, fucking with Zaddy. You don't get to go to the mulatto funeral. What y'all talking about? See, that shit, y'all talking that Caribbean coon shit. These white supremacists are very serious about this damn religion of white supremacy. They're not trying to pass resources down. Robert De Niro, he divorced this chick. He's been with for 1,000,000 years. He's getting old. He might die any day now. He like, if I die, she ain't getting shit. These people are on code. They'll lay up with your ass for years and still be on code. They're going to maintain white supremacy. It's a religion to them. They're not going to pass nothing down to you if they can help it. They'll kill you before they do that. Yeah? So the thing is with a lot of these bedwenches out here, because again, they see that white daddy don't give a shit about their grieving. Because see, this is the thing. When black men out here getting killed by race soldiers, these bedwenches sit up with their white zaddies, cacaing and kikiing and laughing about it. Let's go to the Doja Rat. That piece of filth did a song called Didn't Do Nothing. Didn't do nothing. That's a white supremacist little code word for black people being justifiably killed. That's what these white supremacists say when black folks get killed. That's what they do to mock black people. I didn't do nothing. Oh, look at that nigger said he didn't do nothing. Look at that didn't do. Her punk ass made a song called Didn't Do Nothing. That's a way to mock us getting killed. So these bedwenches laugh and joke when black folks are getting killed. Oh, look at these didn't do nothings. They think it's funny. They get on Twitter talking about the police ain't shooting you niggas fast enough. See, when it's black men getting shot, they sit up, well, I'm here with Zaddy. Zaddy got me. But now, with our sister Breonna Taylor, she got killed in a very violent and vicious way by these white supremacist males. So now they're on alert now. The bedwenches are on alert. See, now it ain't so funny now. When you saw a sister who got shot up 8 times like that, they executed this sister. And the race soldiers did not get punished. So now the bedwenches want to have little secret meetings now. How can we voice concern without offending Zaddy? Because Zaddy don't give a shit. Zaddy was probably cacaing and kikiing about that too. Shout out to iwantamask.com. Get your KN95 mask at iwantamask.com. But see, when you notice about the Breonna Taylor case, The white men, these white men laying up with them, they weren't speaking out against it. They were not speaking out against it. They weren't speaking out against it. And now they're getting shook. And another reason why they're getting shook is because the way the Breonna Taylor case and the case of her dude, Kenneth Walker, the way that case went down and how it was handled, it was black men that stepped up to the plate and shut a lot of the bullshit down and helped bring a certain level of justice. Not all the way, and we're not doing no victory lap, but it was black men who was bringing a certain semblance of justice. Are y'all following me, guys? Remember, with this case, when they shot that sister, it was a black man who tried to defend her and got vengeance and shot the race soldier who did it. It was a black man. When they tried to punish that black man, it was another black judge, the Honorable Olu Stevens, who shut that bullshit down and said, look, we're going to take that little bullshit bail away. This brother didn't do anything wrong. He goes home. So now you got another black man flexing on code. You have all of us, us out here on the grassroots speaking on these race soldiers, calling it out, bringing more attention to it. Because the white media, again, they were going to try to do what they always do. They were going to try to demonize the victim. We were over here putting everybody on that damn Summer Jam screen. That's why the FBA Times website support that shit. When they were trying, the white supremacists were trying to do the white supremacist shuffle by trying to demonize them. No, we got information on those cops. We start printing information on those cops, talking about their past. We start talking about that. That got out there. We were putting them on Front Street. There was a white Hispanic reporter, go to FBA Times, Miss Hernandez, she's over there in Louisville. She tried to be slick and put out an article talking about Breonna's work history and how she might have been fired. She tried to demonize this sister, one of y'all allies, sisters, all these allies y'all love talking about. One of your white Hispanic allies tried that bullshit. We got on her ass. On FBA Times, we put that reporter on the Summer Jam screen. We let everybody know, if y'all try to pull the little same shit y'all pulling, we gonna start digging in your background and start pulling all your skeletons out. Her ass is on the Summer Jam screen too. So we let them know. Them reporters said, okay, let us back up off this shit. We can't demonize them like we used to. Yeah? We got to stop playing with these folks. So now they had to drop the charges. They had to drop the charges, guys. That's how everybody stay on code. Black men were leading that. We were leading that, staying on code. I still want to get those damn race soldiers charged. That's why we shouldn't take a victory lap. They dropped the charges. They might bring them back later. Who knows? But they did drop the charges. So that brother who defended his woman was free to go. So now, again, when you got black men taking the lead and bringing justice on our own terms, when we start doing that, the first people who get nervous are the goddamn bedwenches. Them bedwenches get nervous. That's why they're having these little old meetings. These niggas are doing things and they putting white daddy in check. These niggas that we done sat up here and shit on. The bedwenches are getting nervous. They're like, oh no, I don't want a biscuit right now. I can't eat. I don't have an appetite. See, now that we're stepping to white daddy with no fear, see, a lot of brothers out here, that fear is going away with enough of us. That fear is going away. The bedwenches hate that because they know when some shit goes down and the tables are turned, they're going to be on that Summer Jam screen. All the sellouts and the coons and the bedwenches and the mammies, all these people that sat up here and sold black society out, you going to be on that fucking Summer Jam screen in a major way. It's over. You're going to be the first ones in the hot seat. Let me tell you something. Anytime there's been any kind of revolution in any culture, they always got them coons, Manny's, Bedouin. They got them first. In the Chinese Revolution, remember, when China, they had to have a revolution over there in China. You know, the British was whooping their ass for a long time. They had to have a revolution. Chinese people were killing the sellouts over there. They were blowing their fucking brains out. Do you understand me? Over there in China, they were blowing them sellouts back in the day. They would blow their fucking brains out. They weren't playing with them. All in the Caribbean. Yeah? They were punishing them coons first. So these bedwenches are getting very nervous. Because now Zaddy is looking at them funny now. Because see, Zaddy knows that those bedwenches are somewhat of a buffer class. They can throw those bedwenches out to kind of save them to a certain degree. They know that the bedwenches are going to be like watchdogs. You know, so it's kind of a tit for tat thing. But now, when brothers ain't scared of these white supremacist males no more, everybody under them, they going to get nervous. You know? That's why these white folks get nervous when they see brothers step into these race soldiers, especially out here. White people out here know to be on their P's and Q's because they know niggas ain't scared of the cops. If niggas ain't scared of the cops, you know we ain't scared of your ass. We'll drag your ass down the fucking street out here, and they know it. They know not to come up to niggas with all that stupid shit out here. They get drugged down the goddamn street. You understand? So the thing is, these bedwenches are getting very nervous now. When brothers are starting to flex a little semblance of power, because they know it's over for them. They know that. They did it in Vietnam. That's exactly. They know that. And this is the thing. See, when you get freedom, you have to understand you got to work every day to maintain that freedom. See, we think that's why I don't want to do a victory lap over the situation in Kentucky where the brother got the charges dropped, because we still got to protect that brother. Everybody in the community has to look out for each other. The white supremacists don't like taking an L. They feel like they took an L with that. A brother shot a goddamn cop in self-defense, and this brother got to walk. They don't like that. You understand? They don't like it. They don't forget it. Like Tupac. When Tupac shot them cops down in Atlanta, the white supremacists never forgot that. Law enforcement really did not like Tupac. Plus, this dude was the son of a known Black Panther. They really didn't like that. So in New York, when he was in New York, the police was really fucking with Tupac. A lot of folks don't know how the police was really, really, really fucking with that brother. So, you know, they were glad that the brother went to jail and he got shot up, and they were glad. And remember, some of those dudes, from what I understand, who shot him up at that studio, some of those dudes were informants. Yeah? If we're going to be a buck about it. Yeah, and brother Olu Stevens. We got to protect Olu Stevens. Remember, whenever you have a lot of black judges that speak out against white supremacy, or they implement some type of punishment against race soldiers, a lot of these black judges end up missing. You understand? I remember a case, I think it was a Chicago judge. This brother ended up missing. He was on some cases and he ended up missing. You understand? That sister was a judge, a black woman out there in New York. There's a black woman out there in New York. Dude, that woman punished some race soldiers, and her ass was in the Hudson River. They had that sister in the Hudson River and they first tried to lie and say she committed suicide. I said, ain't no way in hell a 60-some-year-old black woman is going to jump in no fucking water and drown herself. I done been around black women all my life. That's bullshit. I knew that was bullshit when I first heard it. They tried to lie and say that sister jumped in the damn water to commit suicide. Black women don't work all their lives until they 60 to get those type of accolades and career advancements to jump in the fucking water. First, black women wouldn't they wouldn't commit suicide like that if they were. But black women at that age are not suicidal at all. That's the last thing they're going to do. Then they quietly admitted in an article that most people never saw. They kind of buried the story. Well, when Investigators pulled her body out. There was no water in her lungs, which indicates that she was dead before she was found in the water. There's going to be more investigation, meaning they killed that woman. Basically, they killed her. They killed her and dumped her in the fucking river. They murdered her. Yeah? Ain't no black woman gonna jump in no fucking water like that to drown. First, they ain't gonna mess up their hair. All right? Even in death, black women ain't gonna mess their hair up for nothing. I don't care what the situation is. Black women do not like messing up their damn hair. It don't matter what the situation is. Even in death, they don't get their hair fucked up. Nigga, I was watching a porno back in the day, and a dude bust on a sister's hair. She got mad in the porno. Like, nigga, you bust on my damn hair. I'm like, really? I'm looking at her like, you, woman, these niggas, about 4 niggas done fuck you. And now you worried about about 4 niggas in this porn done fuck you. And now you mad about the hair? Really? The chick in the porn really got mad. Damn. You gonna mess my hair up. Woman, these niggas just done had dick in your coochie and your ass and mouth. But now the coming in your hair, that's just a bridge too far, huh? That's what you got mad at? These niggas done had you all in the butt, upside down, and that's your hair, busting in your hair. That's just too far, huh? The chick got mad. That's how sisters don't like nobody fucking with their hair. She should have wore a wig. That's what they do in porn. Most of the chicks wear a wig so you don't recognize them. She got her hair done real nice, and I thought, she thought she was gonna keep that hairstyle until her little porn check came through. So now she gotta rock a do-rag until her porn check come in. Yeah, these niggas tore her ass up in this movie. Yeah. So, yeah, we got to watch out. Judge Olu Stevens, we got to make sure that brother is good. We got to make sure that brother is real good. We got to make sure he's good. You got to support that brother. You really got to support that brother. At all costs, support him. Make sure that brother is good. But let me read some more of this article. Let me find this article and read some more of it about these bed wenches, the bed wench woes. They want people to feel sorry for them. Okay. Where is it? Okay. Scott and I bonded from the first hour we met 12 years ago while checking into an Arizona rehab. I was a wreck, unable to stop drinking and taking pills. I was also in the middle of a divorce, trying to take care of my 2 sons. He didn't try to fix me. Rather, as a newly sober, divorced father of 2 young girls, his very presence simply validated what I was feeling. Let me stop right there. This is another thing, guys. There's this misconception that these bed wenches are getting these top-notch white men. That is such a lie. These bed wenches are getting some of the most bottom-of-the-barrel white men you can imagine. They be getting these white men who are damn near homeless, white men who are getting out of rehab, white men who just got out of jail for rape, like that other woman. They want you to believe they sit up and date these low-level, bottom-of-the-barrel white men, and these bed wenches then try to walk around like they're Meghan and Harry. You understand? They try to make believe that they're Meghan and fucking Harry, and they're dating these child molesters and all of these low-level trailer park-ass dudes. And these dudes date these bed wenches because they're like, okay, well, I'm in a power position over her because, hell, I'm still white. Even though I'm on meth and I just got out of rehab and I'm struggling and I live in a trailer park and I'm still a white man. They know that. Yeah? Yeah, these starving artists, these hippie-ass white boys, these opioid abusers. That's why these bed wenches don't never have no swag. And that's why they wigs be all looking raggedy, because they be out there smoking meth with these fuckers. They be out there right there on the meth. That's why bed wenches, when I meet chicks and I done seen they been out here bed wenching, when I was single, I'm like, oh no, I'm cool on you. Yeah, I'm cool on you. I just don't like your swag. You've been out here bedwenching, no telling what this dude had you doing. Yeah? Yes, I did speak on the Dozer Rat situation. Yeah? So all the value is in the whiteness. They sit up here and talk this shit. Well, these black men, they don't be having this. These black men don't be making six figures. These black men don't be having this. They don't be having a college degree like I do. You understand? They be talking that bullshit. When they go date a white man from a trailer park who comes from 3 generations of meth. Yeah? And then next time you see him, they got a dry wig. Wig drier than a motherfucker. Because her and Steven and smoked up all the money, and she can't get a decent weave no more. Look at Candace Owens' hair. Look at Candace Owens always running around here with that janky kitty perm. Candace Owens look like she's struggling. You understand? With her zaddy over there. Well, let me read the rest of this stuff. Let me read the rest of this article. All right. Okay, let me go down. Let me see. So many things we've shared solidified our bond, like me standing sorrowfully at his side while watching his parents pass away. Okay. I'm trying to get to the other shit, because this is a love poem to White Zaddy. This is a love poem to White Zaddy. Okay. Okay, he said, okay, I don't exactly remember the first time I sensed that societal divide in our relationship. Was it in 2012 when Jordan Davis was murdered in Jacksonville by a white man for playing his music too loudly? Or might it have been when Michael Brown was slain by a policeman and the killing sparked riots in the area? With each passing incident, certain facts of our shared life began to feel more important. These rooms of recovery where he and I have sought refuge in the past 12 years are primarily white spaces. Our shared friendships are mostly with white people, of course. That's another thing. When these bedwenches, again, white daddy don't allow bedwenches to be with other black folks. And they don't want to be, by the way. That's another thing. When these bedwenches get with Zaddy, ain't no other black folks around. And this is why a lot of these bedwenches from other places, so they don't really fraternize with foundational black Americans anyway. But anyway, let me go on. The longer we together, the more acts of violence that take place against black people, the more I'm surprised how I won't need and share these experiences with somebody who, like me, understands these injustices on a cellular level. I want that someone to be the man I've chosen to spend my life with, and even though I know that it's not possible, I want that someone to be Scott. So this woman is saying she can't really talk about this shit with Zaddy because he don't give a shit. I need to be clear. This is not about how Scott reacts to these incidents. When black people are murdered and terrorized, Scott is outraged, defeated, and afraid. It's not that we see these injustices differently. I never needed to convince Scott that Black Lives Matter or why such a movement is necessary. When Aubrey was killed in Georgia, that shooting only belatedly resulted in the arrest of 2 white men. Okay, what is she talking about? The more Scott listens and tries to learn and understand how he can be an ally, my heart wants to burst open with pride and relief. He cares. He really does. Okay. This woman is up here begging Zaddy to become a damn ally. Okay, she's, maybe one day he can be an ally. This is just bedwench fantasy. I'm not going to read no more, but it's bedwench babble fantasy. Scott don't give a shit. All of that is just babble for Scott don't give a fuck. Okay? I'm not going to even read it. It's a waste of breath. Translation, Scott don't give a fuck. She wants him to give a fuck, and he ain't gonna give a fuck, so she's gonna have to learn how to cope with being with a zaddy who don't give a shit about other black folks getting killed. And she don't know who to talk to. She ain't got no black friends. I'm in white spaces, so they gotta have these little Negro bedwench support groups. Give me a break. And now you want sympathy because you got to have a Negro bedwench support group. You still want, you think you got some little psychological benefits for being a bedwench, which you don't. You are living vicariously through Scott's whiteness. That's what these damn bedwenches do. You are living vicariously through his whiteness, so you think that you got his certain privileges and benefits, which you don't. You up here meeting with other Negroes like you in the fucking Underground Railroad. They're up here meeting. What the fuck you talking about? Y'all meeting in secret. Lord, did you see this? Ahmaud Arbery got shot. Lord, what we gonna do? You want somebody to feel sorry for your ignorant black asses? Y'all out here having secret meetings like fucking slaves? Get the fuck out of here. Nobody gives a shit. We ain't got no sympathy for you. We can't talk about it round the big house. We just gonna get in good trouble. Don't beat me, Scott. Don't beat me. Y'all really want us to give a shit about your little Underground Railroad meetings about Zaddy? Coons. Fuck out of here. Ain't nobody got time for that. We ain't doing that. You on your own. You ain't getting no sympathy here. Fuck out of here. You ain't getting no sympathy here. We out here in the streets screaming this shit loud and proud in the open. Ain't nobody about to have no little underground meeting by the lake and the sycamore tree. Fuck out of here. These bedwenches out here having coon meetings in the swamp. Lord, I'm so tired. I just don't know what to do. Shh, hush your mouth out here now. Hush your mouth. Fuck that, man. They up here having Underground Railroad meetings, dude. That's all they're doing. Because they don't want to offend Zaddy. What kind of bullshit is that? Now y'all see why I don't give a fuck about no bedwench? They are glad to go back. If we went back on the plantation, they would be the first ones rolling through. They have no problem with that shit. Got your damn mind. Fuck them bedwenches, dude. They are the weakest link. Black folks out here getting killed, and instead of them saying, hell, how can we stop these white supremacists? How can we not offend Zaddy? How can we not offend Massa? Who's we gonna talk to it about? Because see, now they're getting scared because they see that these sisters, these race soldiers ain't discriminating. You can get shot too as a black woman. These white supremacists can roll up on you and shoot you too. Scott can't do shit. He ain't gonna do shit. Scott ain't gonna do a damn thing. Scott ain't doing nothing. So y'all out here, all that Asian bay and white boy bay and all that, all these bays ain't gonna help you. You're learning the hard way. Bay ain't gonna help you at all. So y'all get off that dumb shit. There's another article too. There was another article. Let me find that one. Yeah, these bedwenches have been, it's been woes me. All this week it's been woes me with the bedwenches. There's another one. This article. But this woman was talking about her boyfriend's family. They out here trying to get sympathy. This was in the Daily Mail. Okay, let me show y'all this one. Okay, this week, the Daily Mail. Black woman is devastated after she overheard her white boyfriend's parents making racist comments about her when they thought she was asleep. Okay. Oh, the bedwenches are having a very bad week. Okay. A black woman who's been spending lockdown at her boyfriend's parents' house revealed that she was struggling with how to react after overhearing them make racist comments about her behind her back. Writing anonymously on Reddit, this 21-year-old Kenyan woman, she's from Kenya, and this is a stock picture, by the way. So this isn't her, but it's a stock picture. But they knew how to get a tacky-looking wig that would look like hers. But she said it was the first time she met her boyfriend's parents. Initially, they seemed nice. However, in the evening of the same day that they arrived, she overheard his parents using racial slurs, including the N-word, when talking about her behind her back. It says, my boyfriend, 25, I'm 23. We've been dating for a year. He's white and Canadian. I was born in Kenya. I moved to Canada when I was 1. So we drove there on Friday. When my boyfriend introduced me to his parents, they were super nice. He's using white girl words. Black folks don't. You can tell she's been around white people. They were super nice. Come on, niggers. We don't talk like that, but okay. They were super cool. Okay. They were super nice. We're talking, laughing, and all that good stuff. When it was getting late, my boyfriend and I decided to prepare for bed and we went upstairs. When he was already in bed, he realized he forgot his charger downstairs. He asked me if I could please go get it. Okay, let me stop right there. See, the boyfriend is already treating you like the help. The boyfriend is already treating her like a maid. Go get my charger. Oh, okay, daddy. So the boyfriend is already treating her like a damn maid, okay? So when I was walking down the stairs, I heard his mother, still in the kitchen, mention my name. So being nosy, I stopped to listen. They said I was nice and I was happy to hear that. But then his father said, it's a shame she's a nigger though. His mother answered, as long as he doesn't marry her, it's fine. And he won't. He knows we would be disappointed. I kind of froze up and waited on them to change the subject. Got my boyfriend's charger and went upstairs. I didn't know how to feel, and I still don't. I'm lucky enough to never have dealt with this kind of racism, so I'm a little bit lost on what to do. Okay, you know what? Let me. Okay, hold on. Because I hate these disingenuous bed wenches, especially some of these fools from other places. She said she's from Kenya, but she came from Kenya when she was 1. See, a lot of foreign Negroes from these foreign backgrounds, act like, I don't know what racism is. The fuck you don't, okay? Let's stop. If you live in Canada, your ass know what racism is. Stop. Everybody on this goddamn planet knows what racism is. Let's stop this game here. Well, I was in Africa. We all looked the same. Nigga, stop. You know what racism is. Stop it. You know what racism is. You know what a white person is, and you know what the power of white supremacy. I get a lot of African brothers and sisters be on that goofy shit, act like you don't know what racism is. That lovey chick was like, I didn't really know about racism like that in Nigeria. I didn't know. The hell you didn't. Because when white folks come over there, niggas get to dancing and bucking their fucking eyes, something fierce. In some of these African countries, when white folks show up, boy, your eyes get to bucking. Don't act stupid, and your eyes are bucking because you know that they got some benefits and privileges your black ass don't have. That's racism. Fuck you talking about? You know what racism is. The minute y'all see a white person, boogale, boogale, boogale. Y'all get to doing them dances with a tin cup and boogale. And be getting it in when the white folks come. That's racism. That's racism. Right there. You dancing your ass off for white people is racism. You bucking your eyes and doing your tribal dance for white people is racism. Because they ain't dancing for you. White kids ain't nowhere dancing with a tin cup. Your ass is. Bucking your eyes. That's racism. You know what the fuck racism is. I did not know. I didn't know a nigga. I am a nigga too. Because you've been taught that it's the foundation of black Americans. They're the niggas. See, you've been taught we're the niggas. And you come from a long lineage of princes and kings. No, in Canada and America, you just another nigga. What? I'm confused. I do not understand. I'm a nigga? I'm a nigga too? But I'm from Kenya. Well, yeah, you a purebred nigga. No, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. Fuck out of here. You're getting your wake-up call because, see, y'all been playing little fantasy games in your mind. You've been playing little fantasy games in your mind. Let me finish reading this bullshit. Let me finish reading this. Hold on. Okay. I never dealt with this racism. I'm lost on what to do. What his mother says implies my boyfriend knows his parents are not happy with him being with me. Is this why he waited so long to introduce me to him? And why didn't he warn me that his parents don't want him dating a black girl? Do I even talk to him about it? I don't want to cause more drama. At the same time, I'm mad. I'm also sad. I know we're not there yet, but would his parents' disapproval stop him from marrying me? And if we have kids, would their grandparents hate them because they're not white enough? I love my boyfriend so much, and I know he loves me, but I don't know what to do and how to go about this. Shut the fuck up, lady. Just shut up. Just stop. No, just stop. Nobody wants to hear your bed wench woes. You're just another bed wench. You thought you were somehow special because you were from Kenya. And now they're treating you like you come over here to North America and you get treated like every other nigga. Let me break this. Let me break something down. Where are my Caribbeans? Some of my African brothers and sisters. Let me talk to y'all. This is the problem here. Because, see, you've allowed yourself to be mind fucked over in your countries. See, this is the thing. A lot of you've allowed yourselves to be mind fucked over in your home countries, and that's why shit is so devastating over there. That's why everything is broken and fragmented, and y'all can't really put the shit together. So y'all come over here and try to bring that shit, and it don't work. That shit falls flat. Let's talk the Caribbean in particular. In many African countries, but the Caribbean in particular, like I said earlier, you have all of these different color classifications. This is teaching time. Let's teach now. You have all of these different color classifications in South Africa. Like I said, you have the blacks, the whites, the colors, and then you got all the tribal differences. But the whites over there, they will incentivize the colors. They will give the colors just a tad bit more. They'll give them a couple of biscuits more. So they'll give the blacks 1 biscuit, they'll give the colors 4 biscuits, and that'll keep the colors at bay because they're getting a certain false level of privileges, and the Negroes are being kept at bay by the colors. So the colors are buffer class. But in Latin America, they have it. In the Caribbean, you got it very heavy, particularly in Jamaica. Particularly in Jamaica. They got it very bad in Jamaica. Trinidad, they got it very bad out there too. This is what happened. Now understand, in the Caribbean, in Jamaica, in Haiti, and all these places, they had some of the most thorough revolutionaries. These are places at one point who had some of the most rah-rah niggas that was about that shit, who would bring it to a white supremacist ass. Some of the maroons out there were really with the shits, especially in Jamaica. Jamaica had a lot of successful slave revolts out there. You understand? Haiti had the most successful slave revolt. So what happened? How did we get from having these thorough warriors against white supremacy out here in the Caribbean, particularly Jamaica, and now it's coon fest with a lot of these folks? In the 1850s, you had some skirmishes, rebellions. I think around 1865, there was something, the Morant Bay, I think that's the name of it, the one with the infamous brother Paul Bogle, I think that's his name. He's a hero in Jamaica. There was a battle there. They rose up against the white supremacists there, and a lot of the mulatto class, they got into the mix, and there was a deal made after that, right around after that Morant war battle out there was kind of a deal made. Bogle, yeah, Paul Bogle, that's his name. He was a part of that. He's a hero out there. But the mulatto class came to the British. They came to the British and they said, look, why don't you cut a deal with us? Why don't you give us certain benefits and privileges? And the British was like, well, shit, I don't know. And the colored class in Jamaica said, look, if you don't give us some privileges and benefits, we'll join those dark niggas against your ass. You understand? We'll join them niggas who want to slit your throat. We'll join them just like in Haiti. And remember, this is the light-skinned niggas in Jamaica telling the white supremacists, hey, some of the hardcore rebels in the Haitian Revolution, they came from Jamaica. Bookman came from Jamaica. Remember, Duddy Bookman was Jamaican. He went over to Haiti and helped kick off the Haitian Revolution. So they're letting the British know, hey, these niggas will fuck you up out here. Some of them rude boys, them dark niggas, they'll fuck you up. And you know they'll fuck you up. So give us a little something. Give us a little, this happened in like 1850s, 1860s. This is the kind of deal they cut. Give us a little something. We'll keep them off your ass. You know, and the British was like, okay, okay, that sounds fair. Because if you don't, we'll join them. And that's exactly what happened. So they started to incentivize and create these little color casts of the Blancs and all that shit, like in Haiti. They would have these little color casts that would be buffer classes out there in Jamaica, big time. And they did the same thing in Trinidad, all these other places. They had these little mulatto buffer classes. That's where Kamala Harris's family comes from. That's where Kamala Harris's family, that's what her family is. They're part of that damn color cast out there who could give less than a shit about the black, dark Jamaicans out there. So you know they don't give a shit about us. And that shit works like a charm in the Caribbean. That shit works like a charm. It's been working ever since. That's why Garvey failed out there. I keep telling y'all, Garvey failed out there. Garvey kept failing. He couldn't get it popping. And many brothers who were revolutionaries after that, they couldn't get it popping out there in Jamaica. That's why some of the biggest Pan-Africanists come from Trinidad, Caribbean, Sierra Lord James. All these people, a lot of these folks come from the Caribbean. But they have to come over here to cultivate that mindset. Prince Hall came from Barbados. Barbados is a coon island, nigga. Them niggas think that they're black British. Barbados is coon fucking island. There's a reason why ASAP Rocky was talking that bullshit. You understand? Get in? But yeah, them rude boys, them full black Jamaicans, they're with the shits. Dude, when I go there, some of those dudes, my security, are some of those dark, rude boys who are with the shits all day. They'll turn up on white people too. They'll turn up on some white folks real fast. Yeah, they got that in Belize. Belize is another place with all of that Garifuna and all that. They got all these different color classifications over there. And then, again, they bring that over here. That's why a lot of cats out in South Central LA, a lot of them are Belizean. So they had all of these little color cast beefs at home. So they come out here, they bring that same thing. Yeah? So this is why you notice when the white supremacists start bringing certain Negroes to be our representatives, most of these niggas, they bring them in from the Caribbean in particular. That's why the Congressional Black Caucus is the Caribbean Black Caucus. They got a gang of niggas from the Caribbean on the CBC. You notice that? Look at the Congressional Black Caucus. It's full of Caribbeans. Sheila Jackson Lee comes from a Caribbean background. They get all of these Caribbean Negroes because they know that the Caribbean Negroes are going to do their bidding for them because they still have that color system over there. And then they just transfer it over here to a class system. So they get a lot of these boule niggas. Roland's big old chunky pepper steak eating ass comes from a Caribbean background. That's why he's doing the bidding of the damn white supremacists. People like that. They know who to get. That's why you see Joe Biden out here putting his foot in his mouth. He was on there with Charlemagne on the Breakfast Club. Shout out to Charlemagne. Charlemagne asked some great questions on there. Charlemagne asked some great questions. And Joe Biden was up here doing what they always do. Well, the 94 crime bill, well, it was the Congressional Black Caucus came to me. Yeah, the Congressional Black Caucus wanted me to do that. Fuck out of here. The Congressional Black Caucus, they're powerless. They are powerless. The minute a nigga says that the Congressional Black Caucus made them do something, they're running a game. Yeah, Angela Rye, she's another one. She's a Caribbean background. Whenever these niggas blame the Congressional Black Caucus, that's a con game. That's a con game. It is a con game. It's a con game. You dig? That is a con game. That's a crock of horse shit. Congressional Black Caucus has zero power. That's just their puppet Negroes that they can blame everything on. Yeah? But yeah, shit, over in Barbados, they think that they're British. They think that they're dark British. Let's be real. A lot of them on that bullshit. So we got to understand, people are not dumb. We got to stop this thing where we want to waste time trying to enlighten people about racism. I hate the phrase that people use talking about, well, racism is about ignorance. It's really about ignorance. Racism is not about no damn ignorance. Racism isn't about ignorance. No, there's nobody who's an adult who doesn't really understand. Nobody white, I'll say that, who don't understand how racism works. Now, black people, they might be confused because black people like to self-confuse. They like to confuse themselves. But white people, and Neely Fuller said, really a white person by the time they get 15, I'll agree with that. I'll even go, by the time a white person is at least 21, there's nothing, they're not confused about anything. They're not confused. The woman on the letter talking about her racist boyfriend, well, did he know his parents wouldn't like me? Woman, bedwenches, the white boy that you're dating who has racist parents, he knows his parents are racist. He knows that his parents are a couple of white supremacists. And even his mama knows him better than you. His mama said, well, he's not going to disappoint us. So in the letter, the mama was like, as long as he doesn't marry her, I know he's not going to marry her because he doesn't want to disappoint us. And they're right. The mama knows him. She raised his little ass. You think this nigga got a racist mama and daddy and his ass don't have the same ideology? You think he don't have that same shit? Woman, these white boys do a little rebelling. Just because they love your exotic black pussy, don't put too much on it. You think, okay, this nigga is really all into me. We're going to live happily ever after. That's still a white man in the system of white supremacy who gets benefits for being white. Anytime your relationship is going to infringe on his privileges, your ass is going to have to go. Woman, you don't know what kind of danger you in. He's just having plantation fun with your ass. Bedwenches out here, when y'all get a white boy, a lot of y'all think, well, shit, I must be special. A white man chose me. A lot of y'all be thinking that. A lot of dudes be thinking that shit too, by the way. Bedwenches really got it bad. You think just because that white dude started to have sexual relations with you, there's something special about you. What you don't understand, part of white supremacist male culture is to sleep with at least one black woman in their lives. Do y'all know that? That's part of white supremacist culture. There's a saying in white supremacist male culture is that you're not a real man until you slept with a black woman. That's like, black women are like a bucket list to white males. All white males have slept with a black woman at one point. Do y'all know that? All of them, damn near. That's like a bucket list. And I'm talking about hardcore racist ones. All of them. That's a bucket list. Yeah? And many white women, they slept with niggas too. They slept with black men. They don't admit it. They have brothers, you know. My brothers who've been to college, you know how them white girls be choosing up on you. You saw how easy it was to get you a white girl in college. That white girl that you done banged in college right now is probably working for the Republican National Convention. She's probably in the alt-right now. And I know some of them alt-right women be out here fucking with niggas. Oh, used to fuck with them back in the day? They all do. They all do. So don't think that you're anything, there's nothing really special about that. Somebody having plantation sex with you, they would have sex with you on the plantation. White men would, man, have you read some of the diaries of some of these white slave owners? That's all they would do. Sit up here having sex with the female slaves and the men, by the way, and then get out that bed and put you right back out there in the field to pick cotton or get your ass whooped. Look at the movie 12 Years a Slave, how this white man was beating the shit out of Lupita's character, which was real. That actually happened. Remember, 12 Years a Slave was based off a real story. How this man was chasing that black pussy around the plantation and beating her. There's always been this sadistic sexual relationship that white supremacist males had with sisters. They've always had that. Yeah? So we got to stop being fooled by that. And don't waste time trying to explain racism to people in the dominant society. We don't have time for that. We do not have time for that. But the people that they use against us the most, the white supremacists use basically three types of Negroes against black society. And I know everybody heard about Joe Biden. He was talking about, if you don't vote for me, if you vote for Trump and not for me, you ain't really black. And everybody's like, oh, Lord, did this fool say that out loud? And people are looking at him real sideways. And, you know, Simone Sanders, her donkey mouth ass, she's supposed to be the strategist. And, oh, man, she done put a wrench in the game. Simone Sanders, many people suspect that she's a husky stud. Now, they say she has a dude and all that. But again, they kind of do some PR work with these people's background. Many people believe that she's a husky, donkey mouth, LBGT stud. I don't know, but that's what a lot of people suspect. And the white supremacists know who to pick to go against black society. And if you want to know who are some of the people you need to watch out for, whenever you see people, for example, criticize me. Now, my job, all I do is wake up black people and try to empower black people. Now, if anybody has a problem with that, you have to look in their background. And usually it's only three types of people who have a problem with me or any other black person trying to be empowered. There's only three types of black people. The first one, you're going to have the immigrant coons. You're going to have that because, remember, them immigrant coons come from those color caste systems where usually they were part of a buffer class in their home country, or their parents were. So they bring that mentality here. So when black people, the black grassroots masses are talking about empowerment, their Caribbean coon mentality kicks in and they say, well, shit, I got to protect white mommy and white daddy because that was their job back there. That shit doesn't work here. Foundational Black Americans, we don't have a buffer class that's been incentivized by the white supremacists. What's up, Charm? Everybody say what's up to Charm. There is no buffer class here. There is no mulatto buffer class. There is no mulatto community. There's no octoroon community. There's no colored blanc community. We don't have that. Over here, the white supremacists were very clear. All you are niggas. You're all niggas. and we're not trying to incentivize none of you. You got a little bit of nigger in you. We're treating you like a full nigger. You understand? Whereas in the Caribbean, the British and even the French and some of these other people, they do incentivize these coolies out there. They give them a little more. They let them become part of the merchant class. They actually give them a little more benefits and privileges. So the darker people attain to be part of that coolie buffer class because they know they can't be a part of the white class. So a lot of the dark Negroes, they strive to be a part of that damn buffer shit. It's real deep out there. Now, we don't have that. We don't really have, because we're not incentivized for that. There's no privileges in walking around talking about, hey, I'm a mixed Negro. All right, well, get your mixed black ass over there in the housing project because that's where you live. There's no benefits in that. As a matter of fact, that scares white people out here because if you mix, okay, this nigga might try to sneak his nigger genes over here in our community. Yeah? So they don't give a shit about you being mixed. We don't have that over here. So that makes us really more aware and enlightened, which is more dangerous because, see, let's go back to Haiti. Haiti made the mistake because they had that buffer class too until they had General Rochambeau from France who went over there to France and he said, all these light-skinned niggas, fuck them. I don't like y'all either. I don't like the light-skinned niggas. I hate y'all light-skinned niggas more than the dark niggas. So he started doing little scandalous shit to the light-skinned buffer class too. So the buffer class in Haiti said, okay, if you're going to do this to us, if we ain't got no privileges, we about to get out here with Dessalines then. We about to get out here with Toussaint. We about to get out here with the rest of the dark niggas and then fight your ass. And that's exactly what happened. And that's how the French lost. So that was the little carrot that the Jamaicans were dangling to the British. In Jamaica, they were like, hey, in the 1850s, they say, hey, remember what happened in Haiti? When y'all didn't incentivize the mulatto class, you saw when they joined up with the Negroes, they overran the island and took over. Now, do you want that to happen? We can stop it. You can let us hold something. All right, if you give us what we need, give us a little community here, give us a little racial designation other than them, we won't join them just like they did in Haiti and slit your fucking throat. Yeah? So we got to understand where a lot of this bullshit comes from. So this is why when you see all these folks against us, look at where they come from. Angela Rye, her family's Caribbean. Amanda Seals, her family's Caribbean. Tarana Burke, her family's Caribbean. There's a fucking Fraudinista Jones, her family's Caribbean. Jamila LaPuke, her dad is Caribbean, allegedly. Because he's supposed to be a light-skinned nigga from probably from Haiti, but he just looked like a white man to me. But look at the pattern here. So somebody said there's light skin supremacy in black society. It can't be enforced. That's just fantasy. Ain't no light skin supremacy because there's no benefits from it. There ain't no benefits. Ain't nobody getting no fucking benefits in black society because of no color cast. There are no benefits from that shit. But like I'm saying, so that the immigrant coon class, whenever we start talking about black, Candace Owens, that's another one. And let me look. Let me show y'all this, by the way, before I get into don't let me forget that thought. But now the Democrats and the Republicans, they're trying to play the who's the more racist game. They're trying to play that game now. And now the Republicans, they got their bought and paid for coons to kind of go after Biden. And what they do, they got these same Negroes. Most of these Negroes come from Caribbean backgrounds, foreign backgrounds, LBGT backgrounds. And look at this. These niggas ain't no better. Hold on.
So if you have a problem figuring out whether you're for me or Trump and you ain't black.
Oh, Joe Biden thinks I'm not black?
Joe Biden does not think I'm black.
Joe Biden said, if I don't vote for him.
And this Negro right here, Kingface, he's Puerto Rican and Cuban. And he's always talking greasy about black folks. This nigga is not a foundational black American at all.
Joe Biden does not think I am black.
Joe Biden doesn't think I'm black.
So I've got a message for Joe Biden.
This nigga right here lives in Switzerland somewhere, and he's married to a white man.
He doesn't think that I'm black if I don't vote for him.
Joe Biden doesn't think I'm black because I'm not a
This is another big husky plantation Caribbean coon.
Democrat. But let me tell you this, Joe Biden, you cannot shame me to run back to your...
Okay, that's I can't play no more. I'm sorry. There's only so much cooning I can take. Okay, there's only so much cooning I can take. It's only so much. But again, I'm just making a point. A lot of those niggas, again, the Democrat, he's Haitian. He's Haitian and Puerto Rican. That guy's Haitian and Puerto Rican. But a lot of these Negroes that the Democrats and the Republicans look at what they do. Look at the common denominator. They get these coons, a lot of them from the Caribbean, to do their bidding. I don't know who that big old husky nigga. And that dude Terrence, there's a video of this fool. Hold on. This Terrence Williams, hold on. He did a video where he was talking about, let me find this real quick. I know it's kind of a last minute thing. Where's this video where he was talking about his background? They try to pretend that he's a comedian. He's not a comedian. This is just a big moist coon. I think he was adopted by somebody. And he said some shit about him. He was about to join a gang or some shit. They said that he was like, his adopted dad stopped him from being a thug. I wish I could find that clip. I'm looking for it on his page, but he got so many damn videos. I can't find it. But he, I wish I could find it. He was talking about how he was about to be a thug and his adopted parents stopped him from being like, nigga, what gang was your moist, wet-mouthed ass about to be in, nigga? What the fuck gang were you about to be in? Nigga. Yeah, a lot of them niggas are real moist. A lot of them are moist. But this nigga, he's like, yeah, but I was about to turn into a life of, he's tie-tongue. I was about to turn into a life of crime. I was about to be a thug and a gang member. But my daddy, adopted daddy, oh God, nigga, what gang? This is some shit that, this is a script that they gave him, but the shit don't even fit. This is what they do. They always have them guys, them coons saying the same type of story. They have them come out talking about their mama was on drugs, they lived in the projects, their mama had a bunch of kids. If you notice, a lot of them conservative coons, they have the same scripted background. A lot of the shit I don't believe. My mama was on drugs. She had 10 kids by a bunch of different men. We were on food stamps and welfare. I was about to be in a gang. Hold on. Now that's when, now I don't believe none of this shit now. The minute when he said that, he about to be in a gang, nigga, I know every gang leader in the country. None of them niggas will initiate your ass in there. I know a lot of shit about gangs, and I know your bitch ass ain't about to be in nobody's gang, nigga. Somebody said the Bussy Mafia. I don't know what gang this nigga's about to be in. That's why this is some shit that the white people gave him, some kind of script they gave him. He's going to be in the Delivereds. Well, I don't know what gang he's going to be in. But he was adopted. That Terrence dude was adopted. That nigga was adopted. But again, like I said, the three type of people who don't want anything about black empowerment, and these are the three types of people you're going to see criticizing me. You're going to see immigrant coons. You're going to see coon LGBT Negroes, because again, they don't think that they're a part of black society. They think that they're something else. So you got a lot of these Negroes who create false buffer classes in their minds. So they think, okay, well, I'm an immigrant from the colored class over in Jamaica, so I'm not like these niggas. I'm not black. I'm Jamaican. So I ain't like these niggas. So it's nothing for them to throw us under the bus. A lot of these LGBT coon Negroes, they're like, well, shit, I'm an intersectionalist. I'm an intersectionalist. So my sexuality is more prioritized than my blackness. So I'm different from these niggas. I'm a queen first, and I'm black third and fourth down the line. So they do all this little mind fucking of themselves. So notice a lot of these LGBT Negroes be trying to undermine black society. Real heavy. And then third, what you have who don't like me and who don't like black society and who don't like black empowerment, the swirlers. People who's all up under some white coochie and white balls. Them swirlers, them bed wenches, and them bed bucks. They don't want no empowerment for black people. Because, see, they think they get a little special treatment by being up under white mommy and white daddy. So anytime you see somebody who say, well, fuck that nigga Tariq, it's one of the three. It's always an immigrant coon, the LGBT coon, or a swirling coon. It's either one of those three. Yeah? So we got to be very cognizant of that. Anybody who don't want empowerment, who wouldn't want your group to be empowered? We, black folks, we got folks, see, we don't have a mechanism to kind of deal with all these coons that we have. Somebody said Doja Cat just put up a fake apology. Hold on, let me look at her. It's probably on Twitter. Let me see something. Let me look at her Twitter. Okay. They said Doja Cat put up an apology. Let's see. Hold on. I'm going on Twitter now. Okay, where'd she do it? Wait, where was okay, where'd she do it? Did she do it on Instagram? Hold on. Let me look on Instagram and see. Okay, this is her apology. Okay, let's look at Doja Cat's apology on Instagram. Okay, hold on, this is it. This is her gram. I want to address what's been happening on Twitter. I use public chat rooms to socialize since I was a child. I shouldn't have been on some of those chat room sites, but I personally have never been involved in any racist conversations. I'm sorry to anyone that I offended. I'm a black woman. Oh, half of my family is black from South Africa, and I'm very proud of where I'm from. As for the old song that's resurfaced, it was in no way tied to anything outside of my own personal experience. She's talking about the Didn't Do song. It was written in response to people who often use that term to hurt me. I made an attempt to flip the meaning, but I recognized that it was a bad decision. Okay, that sounds like bullshit. I understand my influence and impact, and I'm taking all of this very seriously. I love you, and I'm sorry for upsetting or hurting any of you. That's not my character. I'm determined to show to everybody that I'm showing that to everybody moving forward. Okay, bullshit. Okay. She just gave the same excuse that white supremacists give. That's a crock of shit, Doja Rat. That's a crock of bullshit. That's a crock of bullshit, okay? She's up here talking about, the song is Didn't Do, and the song is a very offensive term, and it's a derogatory term to mock dead black people. And she did what they do. Well, I was really just using it to flip the meaning. I just wanted to, like, when I say nigger, okay? I'm mocking the word nigger. When I say nigger, I'm making fun of racism when I call you a punch monkey, when I call you a porch monkey baboon, that's really flipping it. I'm not really calling you that. I'm speaking ironically. That's how white people white-splain their racism. Doja Rat is doing the same shit white supremacists do. Yeah, when I called you a big, fat fucking black mammy, when I called you a big nigger bitch, I was just being, I was being sarcastic. It didn't really mean, I was flipping the meaning. It meant black queen. That's what I meant. Oh, Lord. She was flipping it to mean something else. Stop. Stop it. Let it go. Stop it. Lord. Now, again, notice all of these people. Now, a decade ago, You ask this woman what she was, she probably went out of her way to say she wasn't black. See, now we're making people get off the pot, take a shit, and get off this damn pot. And we got to watch them, though. See, we got to watch people who do performative blackness. They'll be black just so they can get some goodies and benefits. See, remember, a lot of these foreign Negroes with these foreign backgrounds, and especially in LA, I've talked about this for many years. When we do casting, whenever I put up a casting for a black person, or a black woman, we barely get the responses we need. But if we put up some shit like we're exotic, mixed, then we get all the responses, because you got a lot of people out here who are black but don't like claiming it. So remember, 10 years ago, motherfuckers out here talking about, I'm not black, I'm Jamaican, I'm not black, I'm Trini, I'm not black, they were all this other stuff going out of their way to say that they were not black. But then they realized, wait a minute, white society said, hey, wait, nigga, if you undermine these Negroes, because we'll give out some benefits, some of these little grants and some of these scholarships. You know, if you go ahead and claim your blackness, we'll give all this to you. And we know you're not going to use that against us. You're not going to really use that to empower black people as a group, because we know how you think. So just go ahead and claim it. Just claim black, wink, wink, so you can get some of these benefits. And we know when we give you the benefits, other black folks can't complain, because, hey, we just gave it to a black person. We just gave it to a nigga who's from Jamaica, but we did give these benefits to a black person. We're going to fill the HBCUs up with non-foundational black Americans. If you look at a lot of HBCUs, there's not a lot of, you got damn near more Caribbeans and hell, white people and Rachel Dolezals and Hispanics up in these HBCUs. So they be doing these little chess moves on our ass. So that's why we start getting all these niggas claiming black now. Yeah? Like I said, that's the game they're playing. Yeah, she's talking about her black family. From what I understand, she never met her black side of the family. Yeah? She never met the black side. So this is why, again, the foundational black American differentiation is very important. So we'll know who's more likely. Now we got our coons, but some of these other coons are way more vicious, and it's hard to contain these floodgates of coons coming in from other places. So we got to be very careful. Yeah. Shout out to everybody hitting up the Melanoid Ministries. We in here 6,000 deep. King Flex 818. That's where you can hit the. Shout out to everybody hitting the Melanoid Ministries. Hold on. My daughter was texting me something about her business. Hold on. But you need a business license for that. Okay, sorry about that. I'm doing text-to-speech. Okay, sorry guys. Yeah, King Flex. Oh yeah, my Cash App, King Flex 818. $ King Flex 818. Shout out to everybody who is given to the Melanoid Ministries, man. Much respect to you. I appreciate you. Have you guys seen this video? And I'm not going to show the video of this black dude in a nursing home. He's clearly a special needs kid, and I'm not going to show the video at all. But the white supremacists, they've been really circulating this video of the special needs kid beating up a light-skinned, it kind of looked like a white person, but it looks like it's actually a light-skinned black person. It looked like it could be an elderly, light-skinned person. It looks like a white person, but this kid, he's in a nursing home, a big old guy, and you can clearly tell that he's special needs. And the nursing home is basically, he's another patient in the home, the kid. And he's punching this guy. And it's a harsh thing to look at. It's very harsh. But the white supremacists are really running wild with it. Hey, look at this nigger beating up this white man. Hey, where are all the black leaders for this? Hey, they on that bullshit. Number one, That ain't got shit to do with no other black person. This guy is clearly mentally ill. That's why he's in a mentally a special needs facility. So they ain't got shit to do with us. Yeah, they saying that he works there. He doesn't work there. He's a patient there. He's a patient at this spot. And again, the guy, he's clearly a special needs person. So he ain't got black. We don't have to explain shit. We ain't got nothing to do with that. It's on World Star. That's a lone wolf. That's a lone wolf, and he's been arrested, and he's not competent. He's whatever judge is going to look at this thing. He's clearly not going to be competent to stand trial. This man is clearly special needs. So when I look at this video, I'm like, wait a minute, did somebody put him up to doing that? It's almost like somebody put him up to doing it. He's clearly mentally ill, and he's punching the guy, and he's just kind of wandering into space. You clearly see the guy's mentally ill, but it almost looks like, James Woods, another suspected white supremacist, a washed-up actor, but it looks like somebody put him up to doing that. You think? It looks like somebody set the little camera up and told him to go in there and do that so that shit can go viral. It almost looks like that, don't it? And this guy's clearly mentally ill, so if somebody were to tell him to do something like that, he would just do the shit. But it looks like somebody might have made him do it. There's the possibility. I suspect that could have happened. Somebody made him do that or coerced him into doing that. Because it's just really no rhyme or reason for him to do that. Yeah? Yeah, so the guy's a special needs dude. So black folks, we don't owe anybody no apology. We don't have to explain. The white supremacists are always looking for ways to justify their own racism. So, see, racism goes both ways. That wasn't about no damn racism at all. There was no racism that occurs. See, the racism occurs when something happens to a black person and all the white people get on code to protect the white person. That's the racism. Nobody protected this dude. See, that's what racism is. Racism is a system of protection of non-justice. Racism is a protection system for non-justice. That's what racism is. It's not ignorance. It's not calling somebody a name. It's all about the protection system that goes in it. Yeah? And now these white supremacists are going to some of their old school lies now. Because these white supremacists are getting desperate. Speaking of special needs, they're getting very desperate now. And they're going back to some of their old school shit. It's a white woman who pulled a Susan Smith. We had this story on FBA Times. Hold on. We had this story on FBA Times. This white woman down in Florida, she had a special needs kid, poor little autistic boy. He was nonverbal. She went and drowned her son. She drowned her son and then told police that 2 black men abducted him. This piece of filth told the police that some black men abducted her son. Okay? And come to find out that was a damn lie. The police down there were looking for niggas too. This piece of filth killed her own son, drowned him in a damn lake out there, and said some brothers abducted him. And the Miami police out there looking for niggas. Somebody could have got shot. Yeah? These white supremacists are very demonic, man. See, we got to stop trying to pander to these folks. We don't need to pander to these evil fucking people, these evil-ass white supremacists. Trying to be accepted by them. We don't need that, family. I wish black folks get their self-esteem game up. I really want black people to learn how to get that self-esteem back cracking. We really need to get that self-esteem up. And stop letting these people compare us to others. Black folks, we're very exceptional. And again, we're starting to see enough black men start to step up because we got a lot of bussified niggas out here. I'm seeing videos of sisters having to fight these white supremacists down in Atlanta. Some sisters had to fight this damn white supremacist suspect at a hotel. He wouldn't let them in because they didn't have no masks. So he pushed one of the sisters, and the sister started laying in on his ass. And niggas standing around with the cameras giggling and laughing and screaming. We don't need to see that. We don't need to see that part of the game. We don't need no role reversals out here. We need some real brothers out here. You know, that's why they want that genderless society with black folks, because they know if niggas out here trying to be honorary women, they're not going to be part of a warrior class. Out in Louisiana, I think this was in Louisiana. Let me show this clip. There was a fire at a house. The white fireman is out here bumbling around. He's bumbling around, about to let this black woman burn up. And this is another thing. Look at this thing. See, a lot of these black men are coming to the rescue. So this firefighter is out here bumbling around with his equipment, and the black woman in the house about to burn up. And then a brother just ran on over there and snatched the sister up out the house. You dig? Look at this.
Firefighter was putting on his oxygen. Quinn Parrish took matters into his own hands.
For her to be an elderly lady, she was trying to get up out of there. You know, she couldn't get up out of there, man. She said, I give up. When she said that, I yanked her by the waist and pulled her up out of there.
And when asked why he leapt into action, Parrish says he'd been in a similar situation nearly a decade earlier.
A little girl had died inside her apartment, and we did all we could to try to get up out of there. All the smoke and stuff had killed us, and just... So anytime I see a fire like that and I'm able to help, I jump right on it.
Parrish's heroic.
So shout out to that brother, man. Shout out to that brother. See, they don't like to show black men as heroes. They really don't. They don't like to show black men as... They always downplay the shit. If a fireman does his job, they love, oh, this is the great hero, the great hero. Whenever a black man is a hero, you notice they downplay the shit? Now, this fireman is standing out. Let me tell you something. These people, these firemen and these people, they sit up and let black folks burn up. These folks know how to get folks out this house. This dude could have got that woman out. That fucking fireman could have got that woman out the house. He's standing there fucking around. This is a first floor. He's standing around about to let the woman burn up. These folks will sit up here and they sit up and let black folks die, let black folks get burned up. This brother was like, fuck that. Let me go get this sister up out this house. You did? Don't be fooled. These folks know what they're doing. These rescue workers, they're slick as hell. Bullshitting around, bumbling around. Understand, the fire department got a lot of white supremacists working for them too, by the way. The fire department got white supremacists working there too, who they start acting inept like they can't do nothing. He could have got that fucking woman out that house. He's standing there, this woman burning up, and he's up here fumbling around with his damn equipment. Give me a break. And a brother with a damn wife beater on came and snatched her on out the house. Hey, that's why we gotta take care of our own, man. We gotta start looking out for our own. Ain't nobody gonna help us, man. We need to just take it in our own hands. Everybody needs to be on that shit. And stop criticizing other black folks when they do shit that every other group supposed to do for us, but they don't really do. See, when we start doing what we need to do, then we get all these little armchair niggas trying to criticize everything. Y'all better get off that. Y'all better get off that bullshit. All of a sudden, niggas want to have this absurd standard. Whenever black folks start doing business, you got these niggas, well, shit, man, I can't get nothing free. Oh, this nigga ain't keeping it real. Oh, this nigga ain't keeping it real. How come ain't no pictures of no brothers on your wall? Oh, this nigga ain't keeping it real. You only do that shit with other black folks. Hey, Tariq, I know you got 100 different people in Hidden Colors. Is that cameraman white? Oh, you ain't keeping it real. You got a white cameraman. All these black folks over here, but this one white oh, shit. We got goofy, dumb niggas like that who needs to be extracted from black society. Niggas like that gotta go too, by the way. I know Master P, I saw them were talking about his noodles. Master P has like his own brand of noodles. And I'm going to try, and the noodles look good as hell, by the way. And they were talking the other day. He was like, man, some people were complaining about the sodium. I'm like, man, y'all don't complain about cup of noodle sodium. Would you really? Y'all gonna just look for anything to complain about? Talking about there's a lot of sodium in it. Really, nigga? Now our shit got too much sodium? So niggas just look for little nitpicking reasons to go after another black person. Sodium? And these are the same niggas who eat at Chinese restaurants every day. You eating rat sandwiches. You eating pigeon wings. And now you want to talk about Masterpiece noodles got too much sodium? Kill yourself. You know? We got to cut that bullshit out. These weak, sorry-ass excuses for not supporting other black folks shit. We got to get off that dumb shit. Get off that. Yeah? Get the hell off that bullshit. So we gotta, we gotta really get right. What I said. Can y'all see me? Hold on one second. We gotta get this shit right out here. We gotta stop playing around. We gotta be on code. We gotta go out of our way to support other black folks. I try to make it a habit at least a few times a week. Well, shit, not a few times. As much as I can, I go out of my way to support other black businesses. I really wish, black people, too many of us, we think if we supporting black folks, well, shit, we just doing nigga shit. We haven't arrived until we can go get some Gucci. We got to go out there and get some Louis. We got to support Louis and Gucci. We got to show these white folks that we're equal. Yeah? Niggas be thinking that. And white folks understand that. That's why white folks love selling high-end shit to niggas. But it's okay to get high-end white shit, but get the high-end black shit too. Because, in your mind, you think blackness means inferior. That's why a lot of y'all won't support black stuff, black businesses. And y'all try to denigrate it. People call it the Chitlin circuit and all that. Nah. That's your inferiority complex that you're projecting. Y'all need to go out of your way to support black businesses. I try to go up there's a Jamaican spot I go to all the time. I always send folks to my gun guys, Redstone Firearms. I'm always sending people over there to them. I'm always giving them business. My brothers and sisters over at Redstone, which if you're in LA, y'all should be there first thing in the morning, by the way. If you're in LA, you need to be at Redstone first thing in the morning when they open up, by the way, if you haven't been already. My brother out here, Tahuti, I always get his products. I got a house stocked up full of Tahuti products, his herbal remedies. I got a bunch of Dr. Sebi's stuff, Nipsey stuff. I got stuff from the Marathon store. Man, any black businesses I could find, especially in my city, I go out of my way to patronize that business. The Grill Village, yeah. When I'm going to be in Atlanta this week, and I'm going to be at the Grill. I'm going to be hitting up all them black spots. I can't wait to get to Atlanta to hit up all them black spots. I love it. I love that shit. Busy Bees down there, love it. Yeah? I love it. Tahuti, you spell it with a D. Y'all spell, I always misspell Tahuti's name. Put Tahuti's name in there, Tahuti Mayat Ra. Great herbal products. I stock up on that brother stuff religiously. Oh yeah, y'all talking about asking about D Wade. Oh God, look. This Dwayne Wade put this video up. Hold on. Dwayne Wade put this TikTok video up. This is Dwayne Wade. Hold on. I don't know what song this is. I don't know what song this is. I should hold on. I don't want to get flagged. Hold on. Okay, that's him and his son. That's him and his son. Okay. I don't want to play that song and get a flag. But okay, that's him and his son. They done dyed their hair, and if you notice, he has toenail polish on. He has polish on his toes, okay? Okay. He has toenail polish on for those who don't see it. Hold on, let me zoom in. Let me zoom in again. Some of y'all might have missed that. He has toenail polish on, okay? Family, Dwayne Wade is living vicariously through his son. It appears that Dwayne is kind of living vicariously through his son. You know, with the whole son coming out and son being a different gender and all this stuff. It appears that Dwayne is really trying to live through his son. In so many ways. That's what it looks like. He's just vicariously living because he's doing the most. It's under the guise of I'm doing this to support my son or daughter, whatever y'all calling the little boy this week. Whatever y'all calling him, I'm just going to say son because I'm just not going to go back and forth with the bullshit. I'm not going to go back and forth with it. I'm just going to say son. Yeah. And I don't know if Dwayne is trying to come out. I don't know. More power to him. More power to him. You know, live your truth, brother. Go ahead and live your truth. Not going to criticize. No criticism. You know, I just wish, cats just come out and be who they want to be. Just come on out with it and do what you do. Yeah? Come on out and do what you do. Yeah. But anyway, I'm about to get up out of here. We had a great conversation tonight. Real good conversation. One thing, let me play one more video, guys. Speaking of gender, some of the stuff that's going on out here now, I don't know what some of this stuff is, to be honest. Some of the shit that's going on out here, I don't know what it is. I put this video up on my social media. I'm going to need help with this one. I don't know what this is, guys. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is. I don't know if this is a little stud or dude being a... I don't know what it is, but look.
The storm. What's up, nigga? What's up? She's locked up in Florida right now. You know what I'm jacking, nigga? You know what I'm fucking jacking, nigga? Stop playing. You know what I'm fucking jacking, nigga? Stop fucking. You know what I'm jacking, nigga? Stop playing. You know what I'm jacking, nigga? Stop playing, nigga. You know what I'm fucking jacking, nigga? You know what I'm jacking?
Okay, what? I don't know what that is. I really couldn't even put a caption on it. I'm just as confused as you. The white supremacists, they've created all types of creatures. I don't know what the fuck that is. This is what being in a system of white supremacy does. It just creates monstrosities. I don't know what that is. I don't know what that is. But I'm scared of it. I don't know what it is. I don't know if that's a dude or a woman. I don't know what that is. It has a golden do-rag on and some damn big wispy ass extra long eyelashes. I don't know what that is. I couldn't tell if it's like a little, is it a stud? Then it looks like it has a little erection. Look at it. Hold on. It looked like it's erect with some boxer shorts on. I don't. Why is... Okay. And there's a wig stand. It ain't no wig on the stand. I'm confused as hell. This thing has an erection, a golden do-rag. It's throwing up some type of Crip sign. I don't know what Crip sign this is. I don't know if that's a strap-on this person is wearing. I'm just confused. I'm just as confused as you. Now, if there a gang out there with a bunch of them niggas, please let me know so I don't go to their neighborhood. Whatever gang this nigga is in, or her, or he, I don't know what it is. No, I'm 6'5", but whatever that little motherfucker is, I'm not going to his hood. That's why I want to know what Crip gang is this nigga from, wherever he's from, so I don't have to go. Because I don't know. Yeah, I'm confused. I don't like to fuck with some shit where I'm confused. I will respect this nigga's block, wherever he's from. The Bussy Leprechaun Crips, I don't know what Crip gang this nigga's from, or I want to stay away from this nigga's hood, okay? Because if there's a bunch of them niggas, you know, I don't know if I can fight all of them. I don't know, because them niggas get to biting and scratching. I don't know how to fight that. So, I don't know what city this nigga is in. I don't know. But I wouldn't want to fight them niggas because I don't know what's going to happen if I lose. That's the problem. Because you fight a regular nigga and lose, you just walk away with a couple of bruises. Them niggas look like if they beat you and you lose, they going to polish it off with a good old raping. So that's some shit. I don't want to wake up in a hotel room looking like Andrew Gillum fucking with them niggas. So let me know where they're from so I don't get caught up in the game. Nigga, I'm not trying to be face down, bussy up in a damn hotel after them niggas then jump the nigga. I'm good. So yeah, and this nigga, he up here throwing up crip signs and this nigga got an erection? No, nigga. Here, nigga. Take the money, nigga. Take the money, motherfucker. Why you giving the money? Do you see this nigga is banging crip and he's erect? No, just take the money, nigga. Get whatever you want, nigga. Let that nigga jump out with a gun and an erection. I'm gonna be like a bitch. Throwing the keys at him. I'm gonna throw the keys at that nigga. Shit. This nigga has an erection. This nigga's rape ready. Fuck that. Yeah, what aroused that nigga? I ain't fighting no aroused nigga. Shit. I'm not fighting no nigga with an erection. Fuck that. He pin you down, I'll be like, okay, look, brother, look, take the money. This ain't about no money. Oh, shit. Uh-oh. What the hell am I fighting? Shit, that nigga's in the stepping up gang. Lord, I'm cool. Yeah, I ain't never fought no nigga with no erection. Yeah, I'm cool on that. Me and that nigga gonna talk it out. We're gonna get a gang truce. Yeah, nigga, let's have a truce. Shit. I am not fighting an aroused midget with some wispy eyelashes and some Fenty makeup from Rihanna. Fuck that. I ain't fighting that nigga. I'm cool. Shit. Anyway, man, let me get up out of here, man. The Cash App, man, KingFlex818. Go to HiddenColorsFilm.com, ladies and gentlemen. HiddenColorsFilm.com, ladies and gentlemen. Go to MinkSlide.com. Get that Mink Slide album if you have not gotten it already. And I'm going to holler at you later on this week. Atlanta, I'll be in Atlanta a couple of days, man. So shout out to